guys! I finally made it to New York City!
Lady, shut the fuck up!
God, well, anywhere beneath 14th Street.
The fun and the cultural element.
It's like this self-induced schizophrenia.
Well, I just thought you might not like what I've done and want to do something about it.
Sorry, I never know when I'm going to get in trouble.
This is WVFP.
Know you're coming. We don't need to be like, well, plus I might leave again.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell him if you want.
Just be like, I'm here, I'm here. We'll make it easy,
So where are you moving to?
Like Bed-Stuy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I like Bed-Stuy. That's
Yeah.
a very solid neighborhood.
Yeah,
Sure.
I have so many friends over there.
It's better than Bushwick. It's better than Williamsburg.
Yeah.
It's a real neighborhood.
Peaches is there.
Peaches.
Yeah, it's a restaurant that has delicious breakfast.
Good
Right?
to know. Good to know. No, I've never
Yeah,
been
Peaches.
there, so that sounds
Depends on what side of Bed-Stuy you're on. It's like a giant neighborhood, actually.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big neighborhood.
I don't even know this.
Like the Biggie side is like, super gentrified now.
Yeah.
Like he would have lived way over to where we're almost talking about Prospect Heights, just on the other side of Atlantic. Like he lived in an area where it's unrecognizable now.
It's like crazy. Like I even went there I feel like it was around that area to visit a friend from Ireland in like 2017, and I remember like my dad being like, "Oh, be careful," like that sort of thing. And it's like
the first time anybody ever drove me home from Manhattan from like a job. This guy I was like doing event lighting or something. And this guy drove me back to Bushwick, who was from New York.
Yeah,
and we were driving up Myrtle, and he turned to me and he said, "I never thought I would have a friend who lived here." And I thought that was really funny. And his dad was like a fireman and stuff. He was like, "Yeah, my dad used to work out here, but I didn't come out here."
Wait, where do you live?
Well, I used to live in Bushwick and then Ridgewood for a while, but I live on the Upper East Side now, like York, like way over.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right, Yorkville King.
Damn.
I want to get really funny stuff like Yorkville's zip code, and I'm like on a hat.
Yeah,
like just the zip code.
I actually think Yorkville is also the most valid neighborhood uptown.
I think it's a cool neighborhood, and the Q train didn't used to be there. Not to get all
the Q is so fire.
The Q is an incredible train to live on for me. Like obviously right to Canal Street, and like I love the Q train. It's like Q life.
Hell yeah,
I'm pretty into it.
Hell yeah.
I know that was super boring, but the Q lovers are really going to be into it.
No, for real.
The Q lovers are smashing right now.
I swear.
They're fucking subscribed.
It didn't used to be there, and so the neighborhood I live in now has a lot of new stuff because the train's only been open for say 5 years or so. I don't know how long it's been open.
No,
something like that.
Yeah,
not much longer.
Seriously, a new train.
So,
damn. No, it's like funny, like not like coming because I've been like.
You've been around the city for a while, like in and out.
Yeah, I've. Except for like November, December, I got really sick and like literally couldn't leave my house. No, it was
you were testing positive every single day.
I was testing positive I was testing myself every day. No, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I was like having a breakdown. I was like smoking a pack a day and like.
Oh, okay,
like,
that's not good for you.
While I was sick, while I was sick.
Right.
And that was like the only time in the past 2 years that I wasn't like in New York most weekends.
You were hiding in Pennsylvania in a dark bedroom.
Literally live in a basement. I literally live in a fucking basement.
Philadelphia, you said?
In Philly, yeah.
What are we talking, Temple side or the south side? Or
West. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on out there.
It's like really corny. It's like a lot of like, like fucking septum piercings and shit. And it's like, but it's fun. Like it's cute. And I, my cat's there. So I like just go home and chill with him.
You went to undergrad here?
In New York? No, I went to undergrad in Ireland.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, you went to undergrad in Ireland.
Yeah.
Why you have so much going on in the city?
I don't know, dude.
That's not true. Don't say you don't know. Don't say you don't know. Somebody has to know why.
Isn't that
but
crazy?
You do. You have a bunch of stuff. Like
Yeah.
I knew you were like commuting from the greater area. Let's face it. It's still like the greater.
It is. Yeah, it's the sixth borough.
But. Like, is it a friend connection? Was it a gallery connection? Was it like somebody you just...
Well, it started like years ago. When I started years ago. No,
this is just water.
Huh? Is it good?
It's just water and tequila. That's what it tastes like.
Which one?
It tastes like I put tequila there, then I ran the faucet over.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to try it. I just thought whiskey and water was kind of weird. I was like, damn, okay.
I feel like this is what 80-year-olds want.
Yeah.
They're like, mixer? If you have to put water in it, go ahead.
This is not.
Isn't that crazy? It just tastes like what it sounds like.
It's literally tequila and water. It's not even bubbly water. That's
Right.
the thing. It's like
It should
flat
be
water.
should be a little bubbly, maybe.
Oh, who came up with this? Damn.
Okay. Oh, so weird. I'm a verified alcoholic as well. I mean, I got this hat on. You think I would drink? You think I would drink anything?
Yeah.
No, but seriously, tell me what you were saying. Like, what? You're in Philadelphia, and then like you must have a friend group here or something.
Yeah. I mean, I have like all my good friends are here, right? Like I have a group in Philly, and I love them like to pieces, you know. But like all my like good friends are here. But yeah, a few years ago, I was at this crazy festival in Ireland. I was like it was like off the coast of Galway, right? It's like this beautiful. It's like you know the Banshees of Inisherin. It's the same island, or that's a fake island, but it's like where they filmed it.
Okay.
They have this big festival that my friend Mary runs, and it's like called Drop Everything, and they like brought over like DJs from Berghain and like had all these people play and have all these like crazy art installations and stuff. And I was like working on that because I became friends with Mary. And she introduced me to these two people, Sheena and Monahan, who are like filmmakers in Brooklyn.
All right.
And I hung out in New York as a kid, like, Boston's not that far. And they were like, come visit us in New York, and we're gonna like show you like how it's really done. That sort of shit. They were like, we're gonna show you how it's really done.
That's right.
And I like at first thought they were bluffing because like, they're older. Like, we have like a 20-year age gap between us. And at the time I was like 21 or something. Like I was just a kid. Right. And like they like brought me into the fold. Like I went home, I was in Boston, and I came to their like place in Park Slope, and they like introduced me to all these people, and they were like, this is how it's done. Like we're gonna get you connected, blah, blah, blah. And like ever since then it's like, okay, I have like connections here if I want, and I just like.
None of these people ever tried to sleep with you or anything?
No, none of them.
Cool
no,
to meet somebody that like, no, I'm just saying it's cool to come into the city and have somebody like be interested in you and not have like another reason why. Like you're like, oh man, this was really a lot of fun, and then the door locks and you're like, oh okay, yeah.
I mean, luckily that like I thought my parents, right, when I was like first going out, right, I was like at home, they're like what the fuck, are they like swingers? Like what are they gonna do? Like you're gonna like
it had to have crossed your mind.
Like I mean, I love them to bits, but yeah, it definitely was like, it's like damn, like I was a cute 21-year-old,
That's right.
Like,
I met a guy in New Mexico who was definitely 20 years my senior, but he was an excellent painter, and I was in New Mexico, and I was like, I love this guy. I'm in New Mexico. He does landscape painting. It's dope as fuck, So I was hanging out with him for a while before I started just thinking about it. Like, oh man, this guy's definitely older than my mom. Like for real, he's definitely older. But it was a really cool guy. So I was like, after a while, I was like, fuck it. I'm hanging. This is my best friend now. I don't give a shit what happens.
Yeah.
He was a really cool dude too.
And he didn't try to sleep with you?
No, he didn't. He didn't try to sleep with me.
That's good.
I was waiting the whole time. It didn't happen. He was a cool guy. And then that was when I was genesising this podcast.
Yeah.
So he's actually in my head sometimes, like giving me like because he gave me some advice in the beginning. He was like, just go full, just be a total asshole. People love that. Just go right into it. I'm like, all right, sure. The Cezanne painter told me to just do it, man. I'm doing it.
When's he going on the pod?
Huh?
When's he coming on the pod?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. No, he's out there. He's out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Doing the sunsets.
Damn.
Yeah, they were really good too. They were really good paintings.
Yeah. When were you there?
Last summer.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right before I started this whole thing.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. Like, New York's this like weird personality place where like everybody's this big personality, and a lot of people are filled with shit, and it's hard to just like listen to somebody sometimes and be like, okay, here's another big personality with another big story for me, But like, there's people out there, and they want to, maybe they want to help you and they make connections and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so weirdos like me that actually listen to us sometimes.
Yeah.
Who's this guy in the hat? No, he's got a show. It's fine. It's okay.
It's all good. The door is locked, but that's cool. I think we're good.
Boom.
No, literally. Wouldn't be the first time. No. No, I don't know. It's funny though, because I feel like I've made so many friends here, but I'm like not a big personality, or like I'm like a neurotic person, but.
Well, you're a Northeasterner.
Yeah.
You guys up here all, you guys all have big personalities up here.
Yeah.
You're pretty warm, It's not hard to. It's not hard to like connect with you. Or
Yeah.
We're all falling in love right
Huh?
now. We're all falling in love right
Oh
now.
my god, the door's locked.
So you met some people from the Ireland thing,
Yeah.
and that leads to like your first like showing.
Well, it leads to a lot of like a really crazy like turn of events of like I'm working for like my friend Chris. I'm working for his he did like something on like Governor's Island or whatever it's called, Governor's Island.
Either one could
they're
be
both.
either.
Yeah.
They both exist.
One of them.
One has more concerts and the other has more like art stuff.
Okay, it was the one with the concerts.
Yeah.
Because it was 4 concerts.
I think.
Governors. Yeah.
Governors. Okay, yeah. So I'm like working for him and like on an installation, and I'm meeting a lot of people. And I'm like working for a lot of like people and like volunteering my time, like coming up here before I ever like showed, because I didn't have anything to show. Like my work was like not good for like a couple years,
I don't believe it, but keep going.
No, I mean like
What? Don't there was a time period when I was learning. So what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I just like didn't have much to show. But I was kind of like trying to be like, it's like a long game, like if you want to be like a professional artist or whatever, it's like, it's like about stamina. And I was just kind of like, okay, like who do I know here? Who can I kind of build with? And like one thing kind of led to another. And then I just had like a network here. But my first show here was totally random. It was with Gunner. And it was
before Gunner was doing this.
Before
right?
Gunner, it was still Pop Gun Art. But it was like he was doing like pop-ups.
Right. It wasn't located in this one.
No.
You know what? I hate to admit this to everybody, but I didn't know about it before, and I've only learned recently that it's a project from before I knew it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been going for like a couple years. Yeah. Cuz he's been like he did it in Stanford too.
Okay.
And yeah, he's been doing it for a couple years, and it was funny. So I was like on the way to meet Sheena and Monahan, like the friends from Ireland, right? And I got lost, and I was like over on Henry Street. I was looking for the train or whatever, and I just saw like these cool paintings and like went in. And
Shut up, really?
Yeah, me and Gunner like got talking.
Shut up! That's how you met Gunner?
That's how I met Gunner. That's how I was in my first show.
Such a cute story,
right?
Right.
Right.
I want to get a little lithograph done of the moment you guys met.
Oh my god, it was cute as hell. I love that guy. I fucking love that guy.
Over there in the Henry stretch of galleries.
Yeah, I forget.
Like 105 or whatever it is, all that stuff.
Like maybe like Housing is the one that it was next to.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had like a little space there for like a minute, and he was like, I was going, it was like the same week I was going to do this residency in Ecuador called Nave, which is run by this dude, Antonio Lopez, who's like a great painter. Like we got talking about that, and he was like, before you go there, like you should be in a show or whatever. And I like sent him, my stuff, my work at the time, and he like put me in the show. And that was like the first like proper showing I had in New York, which is like crazy.
And it's got to feel really good because you did not know this guy like before that,
Yeah.
It's like nobody was like, here, meet this dude. Nobody like walked you in there.
Yeah.
That's got to feel like magical like moment. Like
it was, and he didn't try to sleep with me.
Right. That's right. You're batting 3 for 3 here. It's
3
good.
for 3. No, yeah, it was really like crazy, because then it was like, and then all of a sudden, I do the show, and then I'm in Ecuador, and I'm like making art for a month, and it's like, then I have a show in Ecuador, and it's like, just like
you went there for that.
I went there for a residency. Yeah. For a residency. Yeah.
How did you get there? Was this just like a grant program?
No. It's just like what you call it. This dude, he's like a painter, Antonio, and his friends, like they like started this like residency because they like knew this rich guy with a house.
I was just thinking, like, sometimes what happens is people just move to a South American country.
Yeah.
And they're like, the art's here now.
Yeah. Well, they're from there. They're
Right.
from there. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So it's on that level, it's like cool, but it's like, then, they're like, I think they like, they charge, it's like a pay, like you have to pay for the residency. And it's like,
Sure.
like they're walking away.
Nice house
pretty-
though, huh? Was it nice?
So
Yeah,
beautiful,
yeah.
And I got like a scholarship to do it. Like I got like half off, it was like the same amount my rent would have been. So I was like, fuck it, like
That's
sublet
dope.
my place. Like,
Yeah.
like I don't think Antonio knew who I was at all. I was like, this is a mistake that I'm here. But it was like, it changed everything. It was like it was like a really like formative month in Ecuador, in Quito, in the mountains.
Because you got to work and you're there kind of by yourself. And
Well, I was with like a cohort of people. There's like 3 other artists.
Oh, right.
So it was just like, but it was like the first time I was just kind of like allowed to like, yeah, just like be like making something, you know, because I'm like very like Irish Catholic in the way of like work ethic or something, right? I'm like, well, this is like this is whatever. This is like a hobby, or this is like, you know, like, and
Yeah.
I'm like, so I was like, you know, I've always had like another job for like income or whatever. And this was like the first time that I was like, okay, I'm just like on my own, and like I'm actually like an artist, and I'm actually like meeting people, and I'm actually like, oh, I actually have a sick portfolio, you know?
There's a bunch of people sitting around waiting for the show, waiting to see what you do.
Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, there, you know, it was like, yeah, it was and like the show was great, you know, it was like, yeah, it was just like a crazy opportunity, and it was like those 2 moments, like meeting Gunner, going to Ecuador, was like life changing, you know, and just like, yeah, just like serendipitous.
What's
Were
like?
Oh,
No, please go ahead.
were you doing AI back then, or what were you doing?
That's when it started.
Okay, cool.
Because I wanted to do a sound piece. I did the sound piece called Whole Earth Below Me, which was like in my head for like months, right? I was like, because like I write, right? Like I write too, and like that's kind of like my basis, right? It's like I was like kind of a writer before I was making like media art or whatever, and yeah, I was like, I had this like idea for like kind of like a weird like poem sound piece sort of thing that was like kind of funny and like meditational. And I was like, well, I had like a field recorder. I was like, I'll bring the field recorder and maybe I'll like record some people like down there. But then I was like, found these AI voices. And I like fell in love with them. Like there's one voice like Karen, and she comes up in everything. And I know I sound crazy,
Karen.
but I know literally. No, I know. I'm like,
Karen's
fucking
mad today. I can hear it in her voice.
It's like, yeah, I have a girlfriend. Her name's Karen. She's an AI voice. No, but I like felt there's 3 voices, and I always use them. And I was like in the mountains, and I was like high on life, and I was like listening to these voices, and I was like, whoa, you know. And it was like, I know it sounds like crazy, but it was like totally life changing to hear these like AI voices. And like it wasn't that they were like, at the time, it wasn't so much that they were AI. It was that these voices like really worked well with the sound piece
With
that I
what
was
you were doing.
Yeah.
When you find something that fits into a project like that, you literally sit there and write repetitiously, be like, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. And you just, right? You're just like listening over like, wow, it's perfect right now.
Yo, it was like a high, like making Whole Earth Below Me. Like I did it in like a week and a half. Like I like literally was like, I was, you know, had like blocked out the whole month to do it. But I was like literally like high, like off of it. Like I was like, and I know I sound crazy, but it's like I would like be listening with my headphones, and I would be like, oh my God, like this is like transcendental. This is like this is like, whoa, like, and you know, like it was probably like, you know, we were drinking a lot and like whatever else, but like it really felt like, yeah, it really felt like this like crazy moment of like something has clicked. And
you knew that other people were gonna like it?
I don't even know if other people like it now.
Oh, stop!
You
Get
know?
out of here.
Like,
get out of here.
I mean, enough people like it, you know. It was on Do Not Research, like they featured it on something. Yeah.
Which is way cool, man. You know.
Yeah, I love those dudes so much.
Yeah.
That's another kind of like the extended Do Not Research verse has been like a cool like.
Yeah, shout out to Do Not Research. I see cool stuff coming out there all the time.
They're the best, man. They're the best. And like everyone's so fucking cool in Do Not Research. Like it's like a lot of like no one's putting on airs, you know. At like I was at I don't know the dude, but Flip Caustic, the artist.
Right.
I was at his like in Duncanstall, his book launch, and it was like all the like Do Not Research heads, like Brad Trammell and like Joshua Citarella were there and all this stuff, and it was like everyone was just fucking nice and like cool, and like we went to like a bar and we were like geeking out, and it was like everyone's like, I'll follow you on Instagram. No, I'll follow you on it. And, you know, it's like we're like, I mean, I have that experience in New York a lot. Like I know like New York like gets, you know, like the opposite is.
I was gonna say everybody likes you, man. That's what's happening. You're just well liked or something.
I'm not that liked in Philly. You know, this doesn't happen in Philly. You know,
Nobody's following me back in Philly.
Nobody's following me.
I'm following everybody. Nobody's doing anything.
No, literally, it's like in New York, it's happening. But other places, no. It's weird. It's like because here it's supposed to be so cutthroat, but it's like no, actually, like even today, like in the gallery, you know, talking to some of the other people that are in like the vintage shops or whatever, it's like everyone's just fucking sweet. And
Everybody in the other gallery came by and they're like, "We hope you fail. I hope this whole place closes down."
they pushed my canvas up.
Yeah.
Fuck this. Yeah.
Chris, he's not looking.
It was awful. Yeah, they were so mean to me.
My mom and I were just talking about how people in New York are kind of like anti-New York now, where it's like being so nice, where it's like, but it's this new culture of New York.
Right. Trying to counteract New York.
Yeah, seriously.
No, I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
I think everybody's a little scarred from like the COVID thing. Like the rest of the country was like, you guys certainly are crazy.
Yeah.
And then there was a big emergency, and now New Yorkers are in apology mode. We're sorry. We like going outside. You said we don't like going outside. We like that. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like usually like when it gets warm again, I'm the person running around like, it's warm again. Everybody should be happy. And everyone's like, we're from New York. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But this year, I feel like there's like a fun mood in the air. Like everybody's like welcoming the summer.
Yeah, I feel that, like,
Right?
Like, yeah, especially like downtown. It's
I was going to do a monologue tonight about summer of 2023 being the summer of love.
oh my God.
Yeah, it was. But fuck it, I don't care. I'll do it some other time. Well, I'm not going to do it now. I was going to do it another time.
Literally.
Usually I'm very like, this is the last summer of your life kind of person. Like I was doing that at the beginning of this. I was saying like 2023 will be the last summer of your life. And I was like being a dickhead. But I honestly think there's like good vibes coming.
Yeah, I feel good vibes. I like personally, like my last summer was awful. It was like I got a lot of, I had like did so much work last summer.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I gave like a talk in Luxembourg, which was crazy.
Oh.
Like, yeah, I like.
Is this on your resume?
It is. Yeah. I need to fix my CV.
All right, that's all I'm going to say.
It's like my real name is on there, my last name. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't care about that kind of stuff. You
Yeah.
people introduce yourself the way you want to introduce yourself.
Oh no, my name is Chris Hansen.
But I just think you've been
funny.
doing so much when I just assume there's some stuff not on there. You know what I mean? Like I thought for sure that you were in a group show like in the East 20s a couple months ago or something. Were you in a group show? No, we're doing this again.
No,
I think that there's a phantom group show that I'm missing.
No, there was 2 group shows with Emmett. Do you know Emmett Palema? Hammerhead Audio on
Yes.
Instagram? Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, that's on there though.
Yeah, I think both of them are on there.
Okay.
There was the one at Mary Gates and then the one at Millennium Film Workshop.
Where's Millennium Film? Mary Gates is in Bushwick on DeKalb, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
It's out there at the DeKalb L, I think.
Yeah.
Somewhere close to there.
Yeah. They're so sweet, the people that are on that. I would like, that was so fun.
That's a good gallery out there. Like people come through there that they do stuff worth like going out there to see.
Yeah, no, and it was cool to talk to them because they're just very like the people that run it seem to like have like other sources of income or whatever, so they're not just like trying to sell the work, you know. So it's kind of like they're just kind of doing whatever, and it's like really working for them, and like they're sweet and it's a good vibe, you know. And then the Millennium Film Workshop one, I actually don't know where that is. It's somewhere in Brooklyn.
That's in Brooklyn too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was fun. That was Emmett again, put it all together.
And the current shows here in Chinatown is at Pop Gun and with Gunner.
With Gunner.
Who else is in that show?
So to
It's
me,
at 75 Broadway. If everybody doesn't know.
75 East Broadway.
That's right. They're in the mall.
Or
Second
second-
floor.
yeah,
Second floor, baby.
Suite 220. I don't know.
No,
It's at
nobody
the
cares.
end.
That's fine. They have to find it. If you make it up to the second floor, you're going to find it.
The second floor is smaller than I thought. No, it's so it's me, this dude Tom Pretty, who is someone Gunner knows, who's like this. He like lives in Berlin, and he like Gunner met him, and he's like crazy, and this like he's like an American guy in Berlin, and he's just like makes all these like crazy YouTube videos.
Yeah.
We have like 30 playing.
Yeah. Those things are cool, man.
I'm
It's
obsessed
a
with
little
those.
creepy.
I love it. I think it's excellent.
They're like it has this, the whole show has this vibe of like, when I was a kid, I'd go to this store called Newbury Comics in Boston, which was had all the like Funko Pop shit, and you'd find like a Batman mask, and like you'd go to like buy like CDs, but it was like kind of like weird and like kind of creepy, like almost like Hot Topic, but like a little bit like more on like the comic booky side. And it used to like freak me out as a kid, you know, because I'm still a sensitive boy, but you know, like as a kid, I was like scared, and it used to freak me out. And in the best possible way, I think that this show has like a similar. It's the vodka water.
It's all the water that's in there.
All the water.
I'm not used to drinking water.
Me either. It's hot out here. No, but it has a similar vibe. It's and Tom Pretty's stuff like works so well. And we were like, we reached out and we're like, we want to do this, and he's like, yeah, whatever. I just like don't really want to be involved. It was like
nice curmudgeon-y response.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if he emailed back, "Why are you bothering me?"
No, literally.
Good for this dude, because there's like so many people going in and out and being like, what's up with this?
Right.
And he doesn't even care, but everyone's like on to his shit.
Yeah, totally. Like when I was there peeking through the window that day, there were other people stopping and they would look at me and then they would look at the video. I'm like, I don't know.
No.
Who else is in that show? It's Tom Pretty,
and then it's two people who it's like their first kind of show.
Okay.
This dude Jack Meisterich, who's my friend, and he's like a fantastic illustrator, but he just like hasn't found the way to like angle his work to like show yet. And finally, we were I came to New York, like I was downtown on like Valentine's Day, and we met up, like we were both like depressed, whatever. We were like, and he was like showing me all these sketches, and he'd done all these sketches of people from Southern Indiana University, like all the like these faculty members that he like found online, because they like had like a big download button that gave you like all their information in like a high res like PNG of their headshot. So he was like drawing them. He's like, yeah, man, I'm just like drawing these. And I was like, we're framing them and they're going in this show. And I called Gunnar and I was like, yo, like you gotta see what Jack's doing. Like I've always loved his work. He's like an amazing illustrator, but like, damn, this is something else. And,
cool.
And the show actually kind of came together after that, where it was like, oh, okay, this is the idea.
Yeah.
So it's Jack and then this girl, Miranda Klein, who's an artist that I just know from Instagram, who we just like became friends, like would like DM back and forth, had like similar taste in music or whatever. And she's an artist in Providence and hasn't really shown much.
Okay.
She's younger, and like we kind of thought like in the spirit of like me and Gunnar just met randomly, you know, like it'd be fun to kind of throw someone in that like neither of us really
doesn't
knew.
know us. Yeah.
Yeah. And she was like, we had a blast, you know. I actually was in Boston right before the show, and she drove me down.
I love that. It's almost like that should be in every group show. There's like one person that nobody knew who this person is.
Yeah.
I love that energy.
Yeah. Well, it's like I love what Gunnar's doing, because it's like anyone, you know, it's like it's not anyone, but it's like it feels very, it doesn't feel restrictive, and it feels like
You know what? He's good. He could talk for himself and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I think that there's an easiness to it that's not. It doesn't show you like how hard he's working. There's like it feels easy, but he's like curating.
Oh yeah,
like really good stuff. Like I don't know how much time he spends finding everybody, but like he's
he doesn't sleep.
Yeah, I know.
He doesn't sleep. I went to his house like 2 weeks ago because I had a date in the morning near where he was living.
There's scratch walls. There's scratch marks on the walls in there. And there's just like people like
literally it's like writing on the wall. But I get there at like 1 o'clock in the morning and he's painting, you know, and he's like, yeah, I'll be up for a while. I'm like, dude, you need to sleep. Like you need to, you know, it's like, but I respect it so much. I think, you know, he's like, yeah, he's because he's Southern. He's a Southern dude. He's very like Southern gentleman.
That's right.
He'll never let it show that he's like, you know, working really hard.
Oh, you're not. Yes. Yeah, totally. He's not. I love trying to trick people into thinking I'm not doing anything. I think that's so much fun. You know, like I was telling her earlier that I have to work 24 hours a day to make anything happen in my life. Like it's just I'm on a treadmill, but I like people to think that like I'm lazy and I'm not doing anything.
That's like so New York. It's classic. It's like
it
you
is.
Put in so much effort to be effortless.
Yeah. Like if you call me ever, I'll be like, I'm doing nothing. I'll always say that. I'm always saying that to everybody. I'm like, you could hear me. I'm out of breath. I'm like, no, it's fine. It's fine. So meet me on the corner.
Oh my God. No, I mean, I feel like, yeah. See, I don't know. I feel like not like most days I'm in like a frantic state of like energy, and then like I've been really trying to like do like 9 to 6. Like I'm like working. I'm like writing. I'm like doing like I'm working on a film right now. Like just like getting shit out there, sending emails, whatever. And I'm like in this like crazy frantic state. And then it's like 6 o'clock rolls around, and I'm just like whatever. And it's like it's
Oh, that's
it's become
good, though.
like hypnotic. Yeah.
Somebody told me once that I should do one thing a day that I think is like helping the podcast. I was listening to this person. I was like, one thing a day? When do you wake up? I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. One thing a day? You son of a bitch. It's like, where are you from? California? One thing a day? I don't think so.
25 things.
Yeah, like one thing a
least.
day. You're a crazy person.
What's the film you're working on?
I'm working on a film. I'm actually finishing a master's thesis right now, right? And it's part of that. And I'm gonna screen it in August. I'm still securing a spot, but
Okay.
it will be like the premiere will be hopefully downtown.
Awesome.
Oh,
And yeah, it's so I've been doing research into digital afterlives. So like specifically like a field of tech that's like trying to somewhat what's the word? Bring people back to life through AI. So it's like,
is it the Tupac guys? Is it the that company?
No, it's like it's similar, but it's more for like mass consumer market of
Your family members or something?
no, literally. So it's like,
oh Lord.
yeah. So it's like, so there's a couple approaches. There's one that's like there's this thing called Project December, which got famous because it's like it was like an early ChatGPT chatbot, right? And this dude used it to bring back his dead girlfriend, like using her texts.
Lord
like,
Almighty.
Like
You knew this was coming, everybody.
Rough.
No, it's I don't like I should say like it's not like something that I like think is good or like that I think is like I'm like let's go, but I'm just like it's fascinating.
It's definitely happening, yeah.
Yeah. So there's that approach where it's like you're bringing someone back. And I mean, I think there's something to be said about like grief, about like the cool thing with Project December specifically is that it can't be forever. Like the characters go away. Yeah. So
Well, you got to part with this person all over again.
no, literally.
Wow, weird.
There's an article about this guy specifically who like was the first one to do it because Project December has like rebranded. They're like, you can simulate the dead, and but the guy was like when she went away, it was like losing her again, and it's like, yeah, no, it's wild. But there's it's really creepy. It's like I'm very excited for it to be done because I'm like tired of being in that headspace.
Okay.
But there's like another channel of
You're hanging out with dead people for months on end.
dude. I'm like,
Projects.
it's like I'm like, why do I feel weird all the time? And then I'm like, like,
Talking to AI generated deceased people all day long.
like damn, like what? I should be having fun. And like in
The
my
ghosts are having fun. The AI ghosts seem to be having a great time.
they're chilling, they're having fun. No, but it's like, so I'm doing this film that's kind of like a creative, like a documentary, like kind of creative take on it, where it's like kind of outlining like what these technologies are. Because there's another branch that's like then people can kind of like choose to upload themselves and like give information that will like stick around after.
They're gonna do it too.
Huh?
They're gonna do it too.
Yeah.
They're all gonna do it.
Yeah.
If it was an option on your Facebook right now, they'd all be doing it.
No, it's
They'll do it. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. I just realized when you were saying that. Oh shit! Yeah, everybody's gonna be doing that.
Yeah.
What if they can choose to bother you after they're dead? What
Like-
if they can go to a third party, right, and be like, "All right, make me a Twitter account. I'm gonna be bothering all my friends and family after I die, and make me an AI.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'll be mouthing you off on the internet forever."
That's $1 million. Look, I'm trying to make $1 million. That's $1 million idea. Okay. Look, I feel like we gotta get in on this. We'll call it like Nagbot or something like that. It's like you can nag your family after you're dead.
Nagbot.
You know what I really
love
miss
that
about my
name.
mom? She stops telling me to move out of the city. Just have somebody call my phone all the time. The AI bot.
Get her voice.
I am disappointed.
No, I'm like again, like when it comes to money, I have no ethics. Like that's $1 million idea. Let's do it.
Right, yeah,
Someone
hey.
will.
Yeah,
someone
totally.
will invest in it. We'll be good. Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
Nagbot.
yeah.
That's crazy.
But
The- So we're getting close to kind of like the topic that your work's on. That's part of Pop Gun, which is a little more about. Well, you can tell us, but about I get like a faceless angel off it. Of maybe we're all becoming not really owning anymore our faces.
Yeah, we don't own our faces anymore.
Do we need them?
Well, okay, so here's the so my like work more generally is kind of about like the virtual and I say like the virtual and the spiritual. And like by spiritual I'm like interested in like the new age, I'm interested in like Catholicism, things like that, but I'm interested in like the kind of like human impulse, right? Of like within technology, right? And like but also then like the kind of like religiosity of like new technologies, you know?
Yeah.
But so like my work in Pop Gun is a photo. It's an AI generated portrait of Ray Kurzweil, who is like a futurist, and he heavily believes by 2045 we're human computers, like that's what we are. You know what I'm saying? And he believes in like the singularity, and he's like we can upload our minds and we'll live forever. And he's actually going to be like cryogenically frozen if he dies before this, right? So. You know, a theme of that is then like, yeah, like there's this kind of almost like religious impulse of like AI and like new technologies where it's like these, like the people that are like pulling the strings in Silicon Valley, right? Like Elon Musk and like Peter Thiel and all those kind of people are like have kind of an investment in creating a future human that's like looks very different, that we're like almost like communicating like fucking trees or something, right? Like we can be kind of anywhere at once. There's actually this application that's called Augmented Eternity, that's like developed by the student at MIT. That's like meant to be like if you're a lawyer, you can have more clients if you make yourself an AI, so like multiple people can access your expertise, right? So it's like so a lot of my work right now, sorry, I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, but a lot of my work right now is like looking at that like impulse of like, that's a religious impulse, right? Like that's kind of like an inherently spiritual impulse of like, you want to become greater than human, right? Which is like the definition of spiritual. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, looking at those kind of impulses and looking at how like we live in a virtual world in a way that's like tied to that like spiritual impulse, which is like often scary because I like am ultimately like kind of a Luddite, you know, like I don't like technology, like I don't want to do anything.
Why are so many guys involved in technology like you like would probably snap the lines in half, right?
Yeah.
Is that about just like the more you know?
I mean,
kind of what it is?
I feel like for me it's more like what's been really cool, and like my work has like changed in the past like 3 or 4 years, right? Where it's been like all kind of about tech, right? Like it just like kind of did like a 180 and was like, I want to investigate this. And the more I got into it, the more I'm like, oh, like actually like everything we use, like our iPhones, social media, there's like these ideologies behind them. And they're not necessarily good or bad. It's not necessarily that like it's bad that people want to live forever as an AI, or it's good that but it's an ideology. And the further I get into that, I'm like, oh, actually, this is an ideology that like inherently I'm against. Like I'm more of a person that's like, I want to like be a human. I want to like.
Oh, you want to be an individual, do you?
I want to be an individual.
Oh, sure. That's going out of style pretty fast.
I'm saying, you know, it's like, it's like revealing though. The further you get into it, the more I'm like, no, like the collectivism thing. It's like, actually, I don't know how into that I am. Like, I kind of want to like own things, you know. I want to like be able to like I've been working. I'm about to quit. But I've been working in like the motorcycle industry, right?
I love it when people are about to quit their job.
Congrats on quitting.
Yeah,
thank you.
I don't care how cool it was. I'm happy you're quitting.
Oh, that job sucked. I love my boss. Shout out to that guy. But I work in like the motorcycle industry, and it's like interesting because like people love motorcycles because they want to fix them. Like they want to be able to like have this like connection to a machine.
Yeah.
And like a big thing now, not so much with motorcycles, more with cars, is like subscription services, and like everything's kind of becoming electric so that somebody else has to like take care of it. And it's like on paper it sounds cool that like everything is kind of like collective and everything is like communally owned and fixed, but it's like actually there's something cool about like the like owning the like machine that you fix and that you know, and you know what I'm saying? Like I'm kind of getting away from the point here, but yeah. No,
it's like there was a connection between taking care of the horse and fixing the motorcycle. You know, we moved along in that era just the way the futurists thought we were gonna, where the machine did become my friend, you know?
Yeah.
But there was still that connection, like there was still like the probably an ideological connection between like mastery like that comes with that the whole like the farm. I mean the horse thing, especially like as it's used like by the state, like for the police or the military or like anybody seeking mastery over that thing. Just like the best motorcycle rider is probably a cop. You know what I mean, or something like that. But there's still like a mastery connection, you know, going on. And then I think what yours eventually that's totally out the window because you don't master what you consume.
Yeah, well, it's like,
right?
Yeah, well, it's like with
it's just a consumption.
Yeah, no, you're dead right. It's like, and that's, I mean, again, like the motorcycle industry, less so, more so like with cars, you know, like subscription services and cars, where it's like, yeah, you don't have any connection to that, and that's like a direct result of like big tech. You know, it's a direct result of like the Apple model, you know, and things like that, like Tesla being like an Apple, you know, like the Tesla store is like an Apple store. And
totally.
Yeah.
Well, part of that kind of creepy future collectivism thing that your work made me think about was where it goes after the image. Like, what if social media was based on something that was more interactive, I was more connected to it, you needed my picture less. There's something there where right now we kind of think that who would know who you were if you didn't have a photograph on your Instagram? Like the whole thing's obviously super, super visual communication. But what is social media look like post-visual, post-image? Because it's going to keep going. Right now, that's just the best way for us. Twitter does the words, Instagram does the, pictures. But there's something in the future that we're like, know who I am already, maybe? I don't know.
yeah. Like, are you talking about like biotech, like sensors?
Yeah, maybe.
Sort of
Yeah. There's some social media in the future where that picture is not as important. There's a further collectivism where my individuality is a little less important in knowing who I am.
No, I feel that because I feel like
I don't know what I'm talking about.
No. I like, but so what it's making me think about, right? Is like how the next movement in tech is like extended reality, right? It's not like people are like virtual reality, like the Oculus, but it like the next movement in tech is like Web3 is all about like the Internet of Things, right? It's like about like kind of like having like a physicality to your like internet experience. There was a really good article in Spike recently about some like lab in Brooklyn that's like making these like computers that are like that can like map things out, and it's like a physical like computing experience, which is like cool, but it's like accessible.
Not to dumb it down, but like the Web3, where the Web3 thing's going is like buying what people are wearing on television or being able to interact with what's happening through purchase and stuff like that. Like,
It
becomes physical by like me saying, I want to gift the person on TV a drink, and then somebody brings that to them. It's stuff like that, or a reverse where you are buying from them, or, donating or giving $5 so that you can be heard on the television show, like that kind of stuff, like the physical. But there's going to be something later though.
Like beyond that.
There's something beyond that.
Web 4.
Web 4. Don't worry, Silicon Valley will control that too.
Good for them. If they want to give me money, like let's go. I'm trying to make $1 million.
Would you take it from anybody? You know how it is downtown. Would you take any of those grants?
Yeah.
100%.
Teal will give you the Web3 grant. They'll give you the Web3 grant down there. You know that.
Peter Thiel comes up to me tomorrow. He's like, if he's like $3,000, I'm in.
Oh, really?
I have to say,
I always tell people
that.
I
I'm always like, dude, if Peter Thiel were to be like, I'm taking you under my wing, like, I'll offer you $1 million. I'll be like, of course, King.
Armband
like, whatever
me.
You want.
Clap it right on here.
Oh my god!
Why wouldn't I?
I don't. You know what?
He has the resources.
The reason that I would hold out was just be for more money. Like he does have the resources. I'd be like $5,000. I have a TV show. This would be something a little more.
It's like
stop lowballing me.
No, I would take the money. I don't like. I have my own values.
Yeah,
I'm good. I'm not trying to. Yeah.
This is WVFP. It's a podcast about New York City, downtown artists, downtown personalities. We didn't say that ever, did we? Christopher Michael's here. How do you really want it? Is that how you want it?
What, the money?
Your name.
Oh, the name. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Christopher Michael. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Christopher Michael.
Yeah.
Technology artist. What are we doing there?
being
How do
a
you do that?
technology artist.
Yeah. What do you call yourself? You're a digital artist? No.
I think like
You do. You make music.
maybe like sound.
You make
Yeah.
sound.
I don't know. I heard the term today, anti-disciplinary artist, and I love
Nice.
that. I love that.
Okay.
I'm stealing
Instead of putting
that.
them all together, you're pushing them all away.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck that.
I love
you
the
know?
term in
Fuck
general,
that,
just
yeah.
to kind of like define what you're doing. It's like
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, sometimes it does feel like pedantic and weird for people to be like, who are you? Tell me now. What kind of art is this?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
But also, I don't want to miss, I don't want to
Yeah.
miss label you or anything like that.
No, I feel like I'm comfortable with like digital artists, because
Yeah.
like that's
Media.
media and like new media artists, post-internet artists.
Oh,
People want to go crazy,
yeah, I like it. You got anything coming in the summer while you're here?
So in August, it's still coming together. We are going to be doing a like screening of my film that's
Okay,
coming out.
that's in August. Okay.
So book,
To be announced where it will be.
and then with Pop Gun Art, we're doing a collab in Berlin. So not in
really?
New York.
Show you
Yeah.
leaving already.
Huh?
Leaving already.
Well, I'll probably be here. I'm shipping my work over with like Gunner or something. But,
Right.
We're gonna do an exhibition that's first in Berlin and then in New York at Pop Gun Art. So probably in fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, super cool. What about you? We're gonna talk to you at all this episode. We're gonna talk with you, to you.
What about me?
Am I supposed to call you Nymph or something like that?
No,
I can't call you that.
My name is Jeannie.
I'm sorry?
Jeannie.
Jeannie?
Yeah.
Jeannie Nymph? No,
Basically.
that's the DJ name.
Yeah, that's the DJ name.
And
Coming.
really soon, this is gonna come out really soon, so we can still talk about it.
Okay.
You're going to be at a label event.
Yes.
It's in the East Village.
Yes. Old Flings.
That's like
Spinning, baby.
The 17th.
Wicka, wicka, wicka. Yeah.
That's right. The Old Flings on A.
Yeah. It's an awesome bar. Pull up.
Yeah, okay. I wanted to like check in with you real quick because you're our first DJ.
No way.
This is the first DJ.
That is so
we got
sick.
everybody.
That's an honor and a half.
Everybody knows I don't know what's going on with the DJs. I don't ever know where I'm supposed to be. So we have to ask you real quick here at the end.
Yeah.
You have to tell us like, all right, it's label. You're at the Old Flings.
Right.
But what other cool places is the cowboy missing out on?
Mad cool places.
Yeah.
But I'll have to say, for DJing,
If he doesn't agree, I'm gonna stop you. If I start seeing him shake
well, I
his
don't
head.
even know. I don't know if you've ever been there, but there's this place called X Pizza in Phi-Di or South Street Seaport, and they host independent artists, DJs, photographers, any type of person who's kind of up and coming. They have a space to practice their medium.
X Pizza.
Yeah, X Pizza.
Is that like down in the Seaport for real?
Yeah,
Okay.
like it's on one of those cobblestone streets.
Yeah, okay, that's what
kind
I'm
of a
asking.
small
Yeah.
block.
All right.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Last night I went for the Quiet Luke show, who's this kind of pop punk like artist. I don't know, really interesting vibes. And there was like DJ sets to sandwich it in.
Cool.
And yeah, it's just like it's a really small space, so it's a lot of fun because if you get a big crowd in there, it's like rowdy
Right.
and like I don't know, just total vibes. Yeah.
Are
Check it out.
they gonna
Check
have
it
you in
out.
there pretty soon? You're gonna be in there?
I hope so.
You're goddamn right you are.
I'm trying to pitch to them.
I was talking about you on the show.
Seriously, by the way, I'm gonna like send them this snippet. I'm gonna be like, yeah,
What about-
put me on?
What about the Nina Protocol stuff? Do either guys know what that? It's like a DJ source for local music makers. People are sharing music on that. Okay, poof, I dropped
Oh,
the
that's
Nina.
cool.
I dropped the Nina on you.
I'd love to know about it.
Okay, we have the X Pizza. We have the label event on the 17th. It's on A. What else? You got anything? Is there any other cool? That was a good shout out. Do you got anything else?
One real shout out that I want to do is Dr. Clark, best restaurant downtown /bar. The whole staff, awesome. Just pull up.
It's right
Always
next
a
to the
party.
river.
They have karaoke.
She gets mad if you remind her that the river's next door.
Shout out the bartenders, John and Nazi, for making my wasabi marg extra spicy.
Well, when's the karaoke?
Sundays, Mondays.
It's Sunday the night I want to go
like
there?
11:30.
Sunday's the night I want to go
Yeah,
there, right?
yeah. I think Sundays are good. Are you gonna be here?
I'll be here. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
let's
yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Let's pull
do
up
it.
on
Oh my
Sunday.
You know where Dr.
it.
Clark is, right?
No, where is it? I'm trying to.
It's right next to the
right
river.
across from Columbus Park.
Okay. Should I go
No,
there
it's,
tonight?
it's over here by the police. Over here by the police.
You should go tonight. I mean, it's always a good vibe.
Okay,
like
I have
they'll take care of you no matter what.
I have a
There's
date tonight, so I'm gonna.
You should 100. Yo,
Now you
she will
really
be-
should go there.
She will be mad impressed. She'll be like, you really know the spots. Like,
Yeah.
you should.
Or you just take her to X Pizza. Or you just take her to the pizza place. I don't know.
Yo, X Pizza, they are having a show tonight.
Well, no,
so-
wait. It's not a real pizza place, though.
It is. They
They
have,
have
pizza.
served pizza.
It's kind of like, it's not like some Italian dude like in the
Yeah.
oven and stuff. But, but
No
they
disrespect to
have-
Italian dudes.
no, shout out Italian dudes, love them. No, but it's just like some guy who's in charge, and he's like, somebody's ordering a pizza, he's just gonna make the pizza. It's on like a flatbread, but it's fire. It's actually like really good.
Okay, there's real
Yeah,
pizza there.
not made
It's
up.
funny because when you look at it, it looks like the pizza employees are doing the DJing, and that's the whole like weird thing that's happening there.
It's
like
looks
set up like
that
in a
from
weird
the
way.
outside
Yeah,
view, but if you
yeah.
were to go there, you'd be like, oh,
Right,
this is
right.
a whole.
Yeah.
It's an operation.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's it. That's the whole show. What do you guys think?
Damn.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you so
wasn't-
much for having me.
Wasn't it incredibly
having me.
scary? Was
Yeah.
it?
I was panicking. but
Dude, me too.
I hope I was coherent.
You were rowing the boat really hard there for a little while, so I was just like, let him row the boat. He's just like, if I do this right, I was just like, do it, man.
I feel like there's like a part there that like, made
You must
sense.
you must feel exhausted from this because you were really carrying this show for quite a while.
Dude, I woke up at 5. I had to go see someone after this. I'm not sleeping for a while.
What time is your date?
Like 8:30. What time is it now?
Are you doing dinner or are you doing drink?
We're doing dinner. This is like
Okay, definitely go to Dr. Clark
Dr.
if you can
Clark's.
swing it.
It's really close to here.
I mean,
Okay,
what's your budget like? What do you?
I'm broke.
Okay, yeah. I don't
Okay,
know,
you
maybe
can't go there.
not. Like,
You can't go to
maybe-
Dr. Clark's.
Maybe skip Dr. Clark.
She was
for
gonna
the
say
dinner
use my
because-
name, but since you have no money, you're not allowed to use
That's
your
not
name.
even
You're
true,
not
by
allowed to
the
use your
way,
name
at
anymore.
all. Like, not at all.
Wait,
I
don't
mean,
mention me. You're broke.
No.
Don't mention anything I
For
said.
a drink,
outta here.
for a drink, definitely do it. Like it's so worth it.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah,
okay.
it'll be really
Yeah.
fun, but maybe not. Don't do like dinner and
Yeah.
because it is pricey.
I think we're going to Forget Me Nots first.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
I like
Forget Me Not's so
Forget-Me-Nots.
chill,
Yeah.
and they have like the Kiki's appetizers, which are really
She
good.
knows all about it.
Hell yeah.
I cannot believe that. I was gonna say.
What do you mean?
I'm listening to you right now. You know the whole forget me now.
No, I'm excited. I mean,
I also recommend the spicy watermelon margarita.
at Forget Me Nots.
Yeah, so fire.
Yo, and like today, that's like a perfect day for it, right?
No, it's actually it's like that's like when you know summer is upon you. Is like everyone starts getting.
Oh my